Hello, my name is Laura Castillo. The date is Saturday, February 10th, 2018, and we are in week 5 of microbiology, which is basically biological testing for microbial identification. And this week we did do carbohydrate fermentation testing. So for this lab, we took 6 tubes of phenol red broth and we divided that into 3 and 3. The first 3 we numbered 1, 2, 3 for S. cerevisiae and 1, 2, 3 for S. epidermis. Each number, the 1, the 2, and the 3, we applied 3 different subjects, which were glucose, fructose, and mannitol. Glucose and fructose are considered carbohydrates. The mannitol is a type of alcohol produced by plants, I believe. And just to see the levels and the differences of these 3 subjects in the broth, the phenol red broth tubes. Oh, and then we also, to check the gas levels in it, we also used the, what are they called, Durham tubes, which are tiny little tubes. They're really cute. They look like tiny little test tubes, and we placed those inside each broth and basically upside down in each tube. And as they ferment, those tubes will catch any gases, which you should be able to see with if any bubbles are collected within them. So I do want to just show my results before I dump these in my bleach box, or my bleach bucket. I had better results, or more viewable results, with the S. cerevisiae. So I'll just start with that. As you can see, the glucose definitely fermented. I didn't see any air bubbles in this though, so you could barely see the Durham tube in there. Actually, in the video you can't even see it, but it's in there. You could hear it. So that's the S. cerevisiae, so definite positive for fermentation for glucose. Number 2 tube, this is the fructose. This one did have acid bubbles in there. You can't kind of see the thing. As I was moving this over to this little table for my video, I accidentally dropped this and I think the bubbles escaped, but it did have bubbles in it, so whatever. But this one was positive for both fermentation and gas. And actually, that was the only one that I had that had gas in it. I'm not sure if I did this correctly or not, but those are my results. This one also, it's definitely more orange in tone, so it's also positive for fermentation. So, and this is the mannitol for the S. cerevisiae. And then the other 3, I didn't have too many changes. This is the S. epidermis. You could see the little tube in there. It's still more of a redder tone, so this is for glucose. Not too much fermentation there. Same thing with the fructose. See the tube in there, but also not much fermentation there either. And this is the mannitol. The mannitol, to me, looks kind of peachier. So I want to say this is borderline fermentation. I don't know, maybe I have to let it incubate longer or not, but maybe not. I don't know. To me, it looks a little more peachier than the other ones. So those are my results. I do kind of wish I had more of the phenol red broths, and I would like to redo the experiment. I was a little under the weather during the week when I was doing this experiment, and I feel better now, but I don't know. I feel like maybe I didn't focus on it as much as I should have. And I would also like to compare it to what other students had in their results, or one or the other. But anyway, that's what I ended up getting. And that's pretty much what we did for this week. I enjoyed it very much, and it's cool to see the different shades and tones and the fermentations. And I look forward to the next video. Thanks. Have a great weekend.